So you are a beginner to the financial markets and you are wondering, should I trade or should I invest? Two very different things, and this idea came about because I got a certain comment and I understand where this person's coming from, and I want to just clarify this for everybody because I can understand and see other people having the same frame of reference. And like I said, they're not wrong per se, but they're just operating under incomplete information. So I want to offer you complete information so that you can make the best decision possible for whatever you think might best fit your circumstances. But that's also where there's a logical fallacy that this person is deploying. They're thinking that it's basically one of two things. You have to pick trading, you have to pick investing, and they believe in investing, which is fine, but they're operating under a false premise. So let me walk you through this interaction, and that'll help me explain better what may be best for you. So Mr. Speedy says, looks very stressful. What looks very stressful? Well, this was posted on one of my live trade videos, so I'll turn that into a quick plug. If you do want to learn more about trading, or at least just see what trading looks like, then I do have a playlist where I record myself trading live, and you can see a variety of videos there. But that comment comes from one of those videos, and they're saying, wow, this trading thing, this day trading thing, that looks very stressful. Which, again, I understand. If you don't understand what you're looking at, if you don't quite have an understanding and don't understand all the angles, well then yeah, trading and day trading can look very stressful. But that's why I wanted to offer up this person an analogy. So I told them crossing a busy road without a plan could be stressful. Right, think about it. If you're about to cross a really busy street and you don't have a plan, that's going to be a very stressful environment. But that's why we're all taught as kids how to go about building a strategy for crossing the street, right? Look both ways. We're all taught that as kids because that's what it is. It's a risk management strategy. It's a rules-based system to get across the street. But if you don't have a rules-based system, then yes, crossing a busy street would be very, very stressful if you don't understand what's going on. And the same can be said for trading. To which Mr. Speedy replied, poor guy, just diversify your portfolio. Now, apparently for Mr. Speedy, he didn't quite get the reference point, so I guess shame on me for not offering up something with a little bit more clearer explanation. But he seemed to just think, okay, well, yeah, poor you, you're taking on all the stress, you're doing the stressful stuff. I'm just going to invest and I'm just going to diversify my portfolio, which is fantastic. Mr. Speedy, good job. I'm glad that you're diversifying within your investing. That's fantastic. I have nothing against that at all. But the point here, Mr. Speedy, and to anybody else is, yes, if you've considered trading, but it does look very stressful, it looks chaotic, it looks like it's just no rhyme or reason, well then consider, so would crossing the street, right? You gotta first learn how to do something, build a strategy, put some rules in place, and then the stress goes away. Now, is it ever gonna completely go away? No, everything's got a little bit of component to stress to it, but it's not gonna be as just periodic, pure chaos as what it probably looks to you right at the get-go. And then that goes to say, well, you know what? Regardless, that is very stressful. I'm just going to invest and diversify my portfolio. And you can do that, but it's a false dilemma because you can also do both. And in fact, as someone that believes in multiple streams of income, that has several streams coming into my personal finances, I believe you should do both. And that's what I do. I do both. So it doesn't have to be a this or that. It can be both of them because investing, very, very hands off. Very, very long-term type stuff. It's not like you're looking to buy something and then sell it 2 days later in the world of investing. In trading, you might be looking to buy something and sell it 2 minutes later. But that's trading, not investing. So I would encourage you to consider doing both. Don't look at it like this person does and say that you have to pick one or the other, or you think that one thing is way too stressful because you don't understand it. Somebody would look at investing too and think that's very stressful if they don't have any sort of understanding. So, I mean, like I said, you can't walk yourself down that pathway because it's, you're operating under false dilemmas and false premises, and that's just not the best way to reach the best decision possible. So if you are willing to work hard, because let me be very clear, trading is hard. It takes dedication. It takes passion. You've got to enjoy it. So don't just show up and think, well, I guess I got to do it. No, there's got to be some passion there. So if you do find this stuff interesting, then pursue it. Don't let that look stressful hold you back. Because the whole idea is, well, let's figure out how to make it not stressful, circling all the way back to same with crossing the street. That's why as kids, our parents taught us, you know what, let's make this experience a smart one by looking both ways and then, the most basic of ideas in that regard. So I hope this helps. And Mr. Speedy, I hope you consider understanding that maybe trading isn't as stressful as what you think it is. But even if you just want to stick with investing, that's perfectly fine. If you want to do just trading, I don't know. Maybe now that I say that, I don't think I would agree. I think you should definitely invest no matter what. The question really just becomes, should you actually trade? And that'll be more of a, do you find it interesting? Does it look interesting to you? But to just trade, I don't know, unless you're going to trade to your deathbed, I'd say invest so you can get some passive income going, stuff like that. But yeah, definitely invest. Should you trade? That's something that I would leave up to you. But like I said, don't let, that looks stressful, be the reason why you don't do it. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.